Hey guys! So as I was talking about the first or part 1 video, I got some new markers, and just a heads up for anybody who wants to get some old Letraset markers. I guess they're just branded differently because they changed the labeling and stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 markers for $4.99 and Tuesday morning. So if you have a Tuesday morning near you guys, totally worth it. It would totally be worth it. I got these 3 sets to add to the collections of my markers. So if you're on a budget and you still want good quality markers, definitely would say go check out your Tuesday morning if you have one near you. This is an awesome buy because usually just one of these markers are $5. So yeah, pretty awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this with my other markers that I have here. I'm gonna test them out to make sure they're all working and none of them are dry. And we're gonna go ahead and pick our 3 markers and get started. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 markers, only 2 of them were dried out. So not bad for being old markers. The rest of them are pretty juicy. Here you can see where they're pretty much dried out. I'm gonna see if I can go find these colors again, just so that I have them, because it's worth buying a whole other pack to have the 2 markers that were dried out. Seeing that, you know, that the rest are juicy. Seeing that basically one pack is 1 marker technically with the newer labels and all that fun jazz. So these colors are not going to go into the pile because I don't want to fight with it. So let's mix these bad boys up. I'm going to mix them up with my eyes closed, and I'm going to pick one and then put it to the side over here, and then mix, pick, and then I'll look at all 3 colors afterwards. I took my colors blender out because obviously I want to color. I don't want to do the 2 marker challenge. I want to do the 3. And yeah, God, what is this? Cool gray? I mean, it's probably, yeah, we'll just figure it out. If we get a gray, we get a gray. Here we go. Eyes closed, and we're gonna start. Oh, and I apologize now if it's really loud. Color number 1. Feel them trying to fly out of the container. Color number 2. Color number 3. All right, what do we got? Pale blue. It looks like a coral color. What color is this? Does it even say on here? Twin tip. Salmon pink. And then we got demon blue. Oh, exciting. Okay, those are our colors. We got 2 blues. Yeah, 2 freaking blues. I'm gonna go ahead and do a swatch on the paper so we can see if this is in view. And then I'm gonna change the angle of everything and all that jazz once we get started. This one has a regular tip and then the big chisel tip at the back. I know the aqua ones, if you saw, I'll just pull this out, which is really cool. Instead of a chisel tip, they have just a bigger fine tip in the back, which I was actually really hoping to get one of those because I've never used that kind of tip. Nib, I should say. Again, it's chisel tip, chisel nib, however you want to call it. And then our old trusted, woo, wanting to fly away, triple blue, pale cerulean. I'm guessing we'll go from lighter to dark. From this, let's see what we got. We're gonna let this dry as well because in the render sketchbook, the color looks different from when it dries. Fun times. See what we come up with. One the chisel nib afterwards. Try not to screw up the nibs either when putting the lid back on. Let's see what it looks like darker. And then 1 coat. Do this way. Whoa, she is a lot stronger than I thought. That's gonna be interesting. The brush nib, chisel nib. so we can see what she's gonna look like darker. All right, I'm gonna let that dry, and then from there I'm gonna try to plan out how I'm gonna use these colors on this piece. I am really looking forward to it. All right, guys. I want to go ahead and say hi to all the new subscribers and welcome and thank you for joining me and us with this channel, and I hope you enjoy the art journey that's going on. I also want to go ahead and say thanks guys so much for your support lately, and questions are always welcome down below. Any questions you have, of course, I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. And with that, I want to go ahead and let you guys know how school's been going for me. I started college art school, and I'm doing a major for animation and a minor in illustration, so I'm excited about that. And oh man, the homework. I have usually you have 3 classes, and usually I tell you to take 2 basic classes and 1 portfolio class. I did not get to choose my class this quarter, and because of financial reasons I can only take 2 classes, and I ended up with 2 portfolio classes. So that's with why I probably have been inconsistent the last 2 weeks, because last 2 weeks school has started and there's a lot of drawing work I have to do, and one of them is an animation for 2D, and so we usually have 30 drawings that's due in 4 days. Not that I'm not, so going from like, oh, drawing a day or something like that to 30 drawings in 4 days. And at first it was just like, yeah, just plain square box characters, full figures. Now it's like, okay, now do the full figures, complete meat and bones and all of that jazz, and you still have to produce 30 drawings. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. So at the end of the quarter, we're supposed to have two 100-page sketchbooks completely filled in. So I'm definitely going to share that with you guys at the end of this quarter. And if you guys are interested in looking at that sketchbook, it's going to be an interesting progress, because it's just like no joke you draw. It's a lot of fun. I'm actually really, really loving it. And then the other portfolio class I have is 3D animation. So I'm modeling it. Right now we're modeling a toy wind-up toy, and we're going to animate it and everything like that. So that's really cool. If you guys are interested in seeing the 3D stuff that I do, because I can record that, I know this is more of a traditional stuff that I post here, but if you are interested in seeing the 3D stuff as well, I'm more than happy to record some of that and edit it and put it out there for you guys. So let me know down below you guys are interested in seeing the 3D modeling stuff. If not, we can stick with just our traditional materials, because I will always have my first love in traditional stuff. Always, always, always. With that said, I'm doing some stuff a little bit differently. At the end of the drawing, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys each of the materials. That way I don't forget anything that I use for here. And it's about to come up now after I do the whites and show you the labels. I just want to say thank you guys again for your support. And if you do like my videos, go ahead and leave a like, because it helps also very, very much for other people to find the channel as well. And if you have, again, any questions, comments, curiosity that I can answer, because I want to start talking about things that are going on just with me in general during the speed drawings, instead of just talking about the material and the drawing itself. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I know what you guys are interested in hearing, and I do my best to answer them in the video. Thanks again for staying to the end.